If you're looking for safe and reliable account grinds, make sure you hit up my boy Cliff2_3 on Twitter.
Yo, what's good, y'all? RC the Great here with a quick video for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about the new limited edition 3-packs that dropped today in NBA 2K22 My Team. A lot of people are excited about them because they have a little new twist to them, as we will talk about now. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We're going to be talking about some of these cards and who I think is worth going to pick up. But as you can see right off the bat, looking at these card prices, it is going to be a lot of VC in order to get a 21-pack box with the box topper, or even just a 10-pack box. So just be mindful of how much VC you're spending, because you guys know 2K be out for those wallets. Now, what's different about these packs? As you can see, there's some highlighted in the gold on some of the cards, and those are going to be your box topper. Each one contains a box topper or a bonus Galaxy Opal Derrick Rose card. You can choose to get that card if you want to. You can guarantee get this Derrick Rose. The only thing is, Derrick Rose is going to be non-auctionable. Any box topper that you get, you cannot sell for MT. So you're not guaranteed to get your MT back. So you're pretty much just spending money to get the card. So make sure you guys are mindful that when you're opening the packs, you cannot sell the box topper once you get them. So I'm going to go ahead and open up about 2 or 3 very single MT packs. I don't buy VC, just to see what the odds are looking like. And we get nothing in our first pack, of course. And I do not think we're going to get anything in the next 2, but let's see if we get a little bit of luck. Nothing here. We got a little amethyst action, and if we can get some kind of pack shake going, that would be nice. Let's add this contract to Yao. And let's see if we can get us a Galaxy Opal. With 3 packs, do we got any stream luck or YouTube luck? Of course not, because 2K has no love for your soul. So if you want to get any card out of here, you definitely want to just make sure you're going to pull the card. Just go ahead and get the box topper. Just know that you're not going to be able to sell these cards at all. So who comes in these packs? You're going to be able to get Grant Hill, Karl-Anthony Towns, Amari Stoudemire, Derrick Rose, James Harden, Anthony Edwards, Lonzo Ball, Jalen Rose, and then a slew of pink diamonds, amethyst, and ruby cards. So let's go over to 2KDB and check out the stats and see who I actually think may be worth picking up. All right, looking at the new cards out here, like I said, we got a ton of new point guards featuring Derrick Rose, James Harden, Jalen Rose, and Lonzo Ball. So we have 4 players today that you can choose to put at your point guard position. And it's going to be dependent upon your play style. If you're more defensive minded and want kind of an all-around playmaker, Lonzo Ball is going to be your guy. If you're super offensive heavy but also like to shoot more than you like to drive, James Harden is going to be your guy. And if you like to drive to the basket, dunk the ball, and like a really quick point guard, Derrick Rose is probably for you. If you like a bigger point guard that's just solid all around, it's going to help your defense from getting mashed, and just a bigger guy out there at 6'8", then Jalen Rose may be for you. The worst shooter out here is Lonzo Ball just because of the badges, but by stats, it would be Derrick Rose. Looking at Lonzo Ball, who's actually one of my favorite cards to drop today, they did initially release him with a set shot, but I noticed that they switched his lower base and upper release to his Lonzo Ball shot, which I do think is going to be very nice. He does have shifty dribble style, which is going to be cool with him. Only thing wrong with Lonzo right now are his shooting badges. He doesn't come with any Hall of Fame shooting badges. So if you get one, or if you find one with the extra Hall of Fame shooting badges, that's one you definitely want to pick up. Other than that, everything he has on him is perfectly fine, and he's going to be a good point guard for a pretty good amount of time in this game. Switching over to Derrick Rose, super speedy, like I said. Looking at his badges, his finishing badges are crazy. Obviously comes with Hall of Fame quick first step, and he does also have Hall of Fame mismatch expert. Defensive badges, ankle braces, and clamps are actually pretty surprising. So he's going to do a very good job on defense. He's just only 6'3", so a lot of people do start to like taller point guards at this time period. So just know if you're picking up Derrick Rose, it's a smaller point guard, but he's going to be just fine with how the game plays, unless you're going up against more guys like Jalen Rose, James Harden at the point guard position that are trying to just, mash you inside, because that still hasn't gotten fixed yet. James Harden is probably the best out of the offensive guards. His dribble style, the way he moves on the court, and then his defense is actually increased too. The only thing wrong with him is his block rate, and he's not going to get you very many blocks. But shooting badges, as you can see, he just goes crazy shooting the rock. And he doesn't come with any Hall of Fame defensive badges. So he's not going to be really stopping, getting you tons of stops, but he's going to be solid on defense. Hall of Fame quick first step is another thing he's missing. So if you can add that to James Harden, you're probably going to get a lot of MT for that card. Karl-Anthony Towns and Amari Stoudemire actually highlight our power forward and centers that dropped today, and I do think Cat is the better option. I would not be looking to pick up the Amari just because his perimeter defense is like 65. Although he's going to be pretty good, he's not head and shoulders above anybody that we already have, so I really wouldn't be looking to get him, especially spending VC. If you're going to grab somebody, it's most likely going to be Cat just because of his offense and ability to stretch the floor. 93 three-point shot, pretty solid defense, 90 block. He's decent with speed. You can boost that up a little bit. Moving down to his shooting badges, limitless spot up, dead eye, literally crazy. You guys know how Cat does in the NBA. He's going to be just as good in this game. I wish he did come with Hall of Fame quick first step, but otherwise his defensive badges for a Cat card are really good. It's going to really put him head and shoulders above some of the other cards that are out just because of how good he is on offense. And then his animations, he does have his own shot release. His dribble style is only power, so he's not going to be moving that quick out there, but he's still going to be solid at the center or power forward position. Now, Grant Hill, to me, even though he's at the shooting guard position, is probably one of the better cards overall that dropped today. Insanely fast, strong, can defend in the perimeter or interior, good three-point shot, great driving dunk, 84 block. Everything we're looking for in cards at this point of the game, he does very good. Now, the only thing he's missing are some Hall of Fame shooting badges, which you can definitely try to find one with or add them on your own. We've been getting Hall of Fame badges like candy, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Defensively, he's going to be a tank, and I would most likely pay him at small forward, but he is a 6'8" card that can be placed as shooting guard. So if you want your lineup to be tall, you can have Grant Hill as shooting guard, and that would actually work out for you because he can dribble the ball very well. Looking at his animations, he does have base dribble style, so he's not going to be doing any kind of shifty or quick moves, but he can definitely get the job done for those of you that don't need to dribble in order to get yourself open if you run any kind of sets and stuff like that. But defensively, he's probably going to be one of the better cards in the game overall. Again, I would run him at small forward just because of the dribble styles. I like my shooting guard to be able to move a little bit more, but that's completely up to you. If you look at the cards with the gold border around them, those are going to be the box toppers. These are the ones that you cannot sell. If you pull one from a regular pack, you can sell them, but you cannot sell the box topper ones. And then going down to our pink diamonds, we got Rashard Lewis, Greg Oden, LaMarcus Aldridge, Vlade Divac, Vernon Maxwell, Marvin Bagley, Markelle Fultz, RJ Hampton, and Jonathan Kuminga. One of the better cards in here, I do think, at this point of the game, is probably going to be Rashard Lewis, just because of his ability to shoot the ball, and he defends fairly decent. 85 interior, 86 perimeter. He's not a slasher. He's going to be just, stand and shoot, catch and shoot kind of player, and he does a good job at it because, as you can see, he has pretty much the same Hall of Fame badges that our Danny Granger has from Unlimited. So if you're looking for a kind of a budget Danny Granger, I do think Rashard Lewis is very similar to him without some of the defensive badges. But he will get the job done. He's only going to go for like 25K MT. He's one of the better cards that dropped in the lower tiers. Other than that, LaMarcus Aldridge is pretty good, but he is a little bit slower on the speed side. 76 perimeter defense, so he's not going to be defending perimeter that well. But cards are just starting to get way better. There's not a card that drops now that's just completely horrible, especially if they're PD or above. So back down Punisher on LaMarcus Aldridge is actually pretty good as well, because as we get cards that are stronger, he's able to actually push them into the paint, and a lot of our centers can't do that lately. Like Porzingis that we got, other than Yao, we don't have many back to the basket centers. So if you're going to play more back to the basket or shooting style, LaMarcus Aldridge might be for you. I'm probably not going to pick him up. He's not really my play style. That's completely up to you. On the budget side, we didn't get many good cards besides this Jonathan Kuminga and maybe the Marvin Bagley. Everybody else is just pretty decent. Like, as you can see on the budget side, we have cards that have already dropped in the last couple weeks that are way better than the rubies and amethysts that we got today. So to be honest, I really wouldn't be picking up any of these guys. I'll be going with some of the players that we have already. Looking at Markelle Fultz, that interior defense is not good enough to cut it on the budget side. Doesn't have anything that stands out on the badges. So from a budget standpoint, this was not the best drop, unless you're picking up, like I said, this Rashard Lewis, or possibly even, Greg Oden if you're looking for more of an inside center. But we have centers that are already better than him at this pink diamond, so I definitely wouldn't even be looking to grab him. There's so many other players you can grab that are going to be better than the Greg Oden out there. So I wouldn't waste my MT on it, but if he's one of your favorite players, That's completely up to you. The best cards to me from this drop are definitely going to be James Harden for the offensive end, Lonzo Ball for the defensive point guard or defensive mindset point guard, Derrick Rose, the point guard position is going to be pretty stacked, Jalen Rose, Karl Anthony Towns, and Grant Hill. Anthony Edwards is good, but 6'5" shooting guard, small forward is not really looked after at this point of the game. There's tons of other options like Terry DeShaner that are going to get the job done, and he's taller. So I wouldn't really be looking to grab Anthony Edwards unless you're a Timberwolves fan or you just love Anthony Edwards. Amari Stoudemire is pretty decent, but overall, pretty slow for the speed compared to some of his other counterparts, and then 64 perimeter defense. Why wouldn't somebody just run Josh Smith? I would much rather run Josh Smith than run this Amari just based on what they give you on the floor. So wasting my MT on Amari Stoudemire is definitely not going to happen. But these are just my opinions on the card. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am not really feeling the box topper thing and how they're not letting you sell them. I do think that's kind of a gimmick. You're going to spend a ton of money to pick up one of these cards just to increase your collector level, but then you're not going to be able to sell them back for MT or anything like that. So do what you guys like. I really wouldn't be feeling going for these. Just wait till they drop in the market. Try to see if you can find one for cheap, and then you'll be able to pick them up and you'll be able to have them for way cheaper than you might have to spend money for. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video, and I will be picking up this Lonzo Ball today. Peace.